Welcome back to another episode of Boys from the Bridge. Now, in this episode, we are discussing Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Conor Gallagher, and their hopes of making the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Now, both these players obviously play for Chelsea, and I'm going to be telling you why I think they need to go on the plane to the World Cup. Let's start with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Now, Ruben Loftus-Cheek is 26 years old. He's 6'3". He's been at Chelsea for a while now. Now, he's had a really tough time with injuries during his career, a lot of injuries and a lot of setbacks. But now, he is in the starting team for Chelsea and definitely deserves it. I think he needs to go to the World Cup with England. He has had a hard time, like I said, with injuries. Let's just look at some of his injuries. Now, since 2017, he has been out with a lot of injuries. He's had a groin injury in 2017, was out for 21 days. A thigh muscle strain, out for 21 days. An injury to the ankle, out for 93 days. That was all at his time with Crystal Palace in the 2017-2018 season. In 2018 was arguably his most prolific season. This was where he made the most appearances, made the most goals. In 2018 and 2019 season, just in the Premier League, he made 24 appearances. Out of those 24 appearances, he scored 6 goals and assisted twice. Now, Ruben Loftus-Cheek currently is not known for his goals, but I remember in that season, especially in the Europa League, where he scored that hat-trick. Just before that horrendous injury, he was at the top of his game and he was banging in the goals. Now, unfortunately for him, he did have quite a bit of back injury that put him out for around 30 days in 2018-2019, but his Achilles tendon rupture, that was devastating for him. Almost put him out for an entire year. It was around 280 days where he was put out with that injury. That was really tough on him. He didn't make the 2019-2020 season, unfortunately, as he was injured. He came back during COVID, during the 2020-2021 season. Also, got a knock in that season, was out for 44 days. He's had a torrid time over the last 5 years with injuries. He's now really cemented himself as a starter in that Chelsea team. He has a lot to offer. Now, the England midfield, I would have the likes of Maddison over Conor Gallagher and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. But, you know, Henderson's getting old. How long can Henderson really play for in a game? That's up for debate. You know, you wouldn't start the likes of Henderson in that team. Obviously, Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham are starters in that team. Mason Mount is probably a starter too. But James Ward-Prowse, you know, he's done okay this season. Southampton haven't been great this season. He scored 1 goal so far this season. That was on the opening day. Southampton's form could also be to blame for why he's struggling. This season, he is still great on set pieces, great at corners, great at free kicks. But Ruben Loftus-Cheek, very, very difficult to get the ball off of him. He's done exceptionally well this season. In the game against Manchester United, he actually had the highest pass accuracy of any Chelsea midfielder on Saturday. And that's very impressive. With the likes of Jorginho, you know, his defensive capabilities are definitely there to be seen. But he prides himself at his pass accuracy, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek even beat him. No Chelsea player had more shots or made more interceptions than Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and nobody on the pitch was fouled more than him. He is very strong on the ball. He offers a lot, and I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek definitely deserves to be on the plane to Qatar. In the 2018 World Cup, he was included, and he did offer a great deal in that World Cup. I'm really, really happy for him that he's had a continuous run of games now for Chelsea and Graham Potter. And if there's ever a time to go on form, it's now, 26 days before the World Cup. There's a provisional squad that Gareth Southgate is going to be naming on Thursday. He can name a maximum, I believe, of 52 players for that. I mean, he's probably going to name around 50 players with all the injuries currently that are happening in England. And the likes of Conor Gallagher and Ruben Loftus-Cheek, James Maddison are obviously going to be included in this. And then this squad is going to be cut down to 26. Let's discuss Conor Gallagher. Now, I'm a big fan of Conor Gallagher. I think he has a lot of potential. He has struggled this season, unfortunately. He's made 9 appearances in the Premier League, has 1 yellow card, has 1 red card. His goal obviously came against his former team, Crystal Palace, where he played exceptionally well for them last season. He actually made 34 appearances for Crystal Palace last season, scored 8 goals, made 3 assists, and got a staggering 10 yellow cards. So he's definitely not afraid to make a challenge and maybe help his team out of a tricky situation and get a yellow card. He is known for that. I know that's why he got his red card for Chelsea. He hasn't had the best of season so far to Chelsea, has been struggling to implement himself into that first 11. I know that he came off against Brentford because he wasn't feeling very well. So Conor Gallagher, I believe that Ruben Loftus-Cheek is going to have a better chance of getting into the England team than Conor Gallagher. I know Conor Gallagher recently got a call-up for England. He did kind of fail to impress. I think he's going to be a standout English player in the future. I just think this tournament has come a little bit too soon for him. But the 2026 World Cup, he will hopefully, without any injuries, be in his prime, and he can offer a lot to that England squad. Yes, this has been my video on Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Conor Gallagher. Do they deserve to be in the World Cup squad for England? You tell me in the comment section below. I definitely believe at least one of these players needs to be picked by Gareth Southgate. But till next time, see you later.